DMC is a fast-growing and innovative mining company. Its operations are found in the Marange area, where it mines diamonds.
The basics over here is alluvial mining. What we're doing is we're washing or looking for gravel that is eroded from the Mabada area, the mountain there from the conglomerate. That was formed 1.6 billion years ago, and since then it's been eroding into this area. Down, as we have it now, one major stream. That's the one we're following. Sometimes it diversifies and splits up into smaller streams, normally coming back together again. We've mined in two areas at the moment. We call them Pink Zone 1 and Pink Zone 2. We're currently in Pink Zone 2 again for the second time. And we have plans again later with the ELBs to go back to the second Pink Zone. In general, we're mining, it's more industrial class diamonds in this area. Just generally, that is what this area is known for, in rather large quantities compared to other parts of the world.
In the pre-plant processing stage, DMC uses two screening machines, the ELB and the Sandvik.
Basically, the difference between the Sandvik and the ELB is that the ELB takes out more sand, which helps us at the recovery and helps us at the plant from reducing problems. But the only disadvantage to the ELB is that it's a bit slower running. It takes less time for material to actually arrive to us at the plant because it's taking out so much sand out of it. So the actual gross product that comes out of the ELB will be much less compared to what the Sandvik would actually take out.
The Sandvik is faster than the ELB, but it does not take out a lot of sand. This means that the Sandvik sends more less processed material to the plant, leaving the plant to process most of the material.
The process at the recovery is after the material is being processed and washed at our plant, it comes towards to the recovery. When it reaches the recovery, it reaches what we call a screen, and in that screen is a vibrating screen, and it vibrates, and it has three different sifter sizes, which is like panels that have holes in them to separate our material into three different sizes. Now, after that material has been separated, it goes down into what we call our pump rooms. Our pump rooms uses very high pressured water to transport this material all the way up to what we call our static screens. In our static screens, the material is stored over there until we decide it's ready to transfer the material to be sorted. It's brought down into what we call the bins, which is three different size bins for three different sizes, and then it goes down to the flow sort. In the flow sort, which is our most important room in the recovery, It basically uses X-ray technology to distinguish or try to distinguish as best it can the diamonds from the actual stones. And then it goes down into what we call a dryer, which is self-explanatory, which means it's used to dry our material. So it would be much easier for our sorters to actually view and separate the diamonds from the actual stones. And then after the flow sort, after it's been dried, after the material has been dried, it goes into 3 different boxes down to what we call the glove boxes, where our sorters would be sorting, which consist of a coarse, which is large, mids, medium, and then the fines is the small ones. It comes down and then it's onto a conveyor belt where in each glove box you have 4 different sorters that sort the diamonds from the rocks, put them in cups, and then after they are done, after our material is finished from the flow sort and what have you, we collect all what the sorters have caught, and then we do a count, and that's our final product.
We have some more trucks now. We've just received 4 new man trucks. We already have 5, so that'll make it 9 in total at the moment. With that's going to allow us to work in both pink zones at the same time. Also with the new screen, recently we received the second ELB, and we're planning to receive maybe 2 more loaders, 2 excavators and 2 dump trucks, which will give us much greater capabilities. The current plant, as you see it behind me, is a front end of 200 tons, and the DMS is capable of 100 tons an hour. We plan an upgrade of exactly the same front end, another 200 ton an hour front end, and a 60 or 65 ton an hour DMS, which will almost double our capacity on the plant side. Then we're currently busy with the civil work for our thickener plant, which will recover and clean up a lot of our water. We're looking at a water recovery of about 70% through the thickener.